Hi everyone, this is Heba from My Little Journal, and today I'm excited to do another episode of my Scrap Fast, the 15-minute challenge with you guys. Now this week I thought I would change it up a little bit and probably create more than one layout in my traveler's notebook in 15 minutes. Now the reason behind that is because I have this January 2019 Studio Calico Traveler's Notebook, and I've kind of neglected it. I don't have a lot of spreads that are done in here, and I really kind of want to catch up and start working in my February. So what I decided to do is kind of challenge myself again and create more than one spread. Now, I also did want to share with you how easy it is to use larger photos and probably just stamp out a title, probably just add a few embellishments, and you have a layout all done and documented. So what I'm gonna do is probably end up maybe just using a few of these photos. I have a lot from Creativations. I have a photo of my husband I want to document his birthday. A photo of myself because I want to document my birthday. We share the same month. Our birthday falls in the same month. So I have a few here that I really want to document. And when I was going through my traveler's notebook earlier this week, I saw this pattern and thought this one would work so well with my husband's photo to document how much I love him and his birthday and all that good stuff. I also wanted to cover the staples that I used for this spread, and using a large photo would totally work for that and kind of cover up those staples. So I might be using this pattern for my husband's photo. By the way, I don't know if I'm going to be able to document all these photos, but I'm going to try. I also thought that this pattern up here would work nicely with my own photo because you have that pretty orange in the background. So that one would work, I guess. Maybe I should not document this one right now. It's a lot. That's a huge goal to document for photos, but I do want to document this photo of me with Heidi Swap at Creativations. She is one of my favorites and thought I wanted to document that. This would look pretty cool just because she's wearing that pretty pink and it's in the pattern. That one would work. I like that actually. Let's see. That's a pretty pink too. And she is some kind of wonderful. I have my title already for me, and I really like that too. So either one of these would work. Maybe I'll decide once I get to that photo, but I like them all. I think I'm just going to stick to these patterns for now and just start the clock. I will go ahead and journal before I start. Obviously, I only have 15 minutes, so I'm going to go ahead and journal, get all my journaling ready, and then start. So let me do that, and then I'll start the clock, and we can start and see how many spreads I can create in 15 minutes, and hopefully inspire you guys to kind of speed it up and create some layouts and document some photos, more than one spread in 15 minutes. So let's get this going. Okay, you guys, let's set the timer and start our challenge. Now, I am a huge fan of large 4x8 photos in your traveler's notebooks, and I love them because, one, they just look so cool on your spread and very dramatic, but also you don't have to think too hard when you're creating your spread. It just comes together so quickly and so fast because you don't have to layer photos, you don't have to use a lot of embellishments. And this is why I really wanted to do this challenge using large photos, because I always create fast using large photos. And this is kind of an example for that. But anyways, I'm documenting this photo, kind of documenting my birthday. I will be using some Kelly Perky stamps. This is the Birthday Wishes stamp set. It came in one of her main kits. So I'm going to end up stamping Happy Birthday. And I'll also stamp out that birthday cake. And I'm going to use the large alphas to stamp out to me. So it's going to say happy birthday to me. Now, because I've journaled plenty about turning 41 this year. I think I turned 41. I totally forgot already. But I've already journaled about it. I've added it in my traveler's notebook, my project life, all that good stuff. So I don't feel like I need to add more journaling or talk about this anymore. I just want to document this photo. It was a great moment. I was at Creativation, loved spending time with my crafty friends, meeting some amazing designers and companies. So I just wanted to document it, and I'm not worried about journaling about it. I want to create a little mini album of my trip to Creativation. So in that mini album, I'll probably, journal more and talk about that trip more, but I'm okay with not talking about it right now. So I've recommended for years the black archival ink, and I still love it. I still use it. It's one of my favorite black inks. But recently I have discovered scrapbook.com's premium dye ink. And you guys, this ink is beautiful. It always stamps out so crisp, so black. I love it. And you're going to see using these large, thick alphas, I'm going to get a really nice image just using this beautiful ink. I definitely recommend it. I recommend all scrapbook.com's ink pads. They are gorgeous. The rest of their ink pads are hybrid, but this one is premium dye. So I don't know, I think it just stamps out so nicely. I like it more than the hybrid ink pad, the black. So anyways, I just thought I would recommend that to you guys. Right now, I'm just going to go ahead and start stamping out to me. And literally, I think I'm going to go through my embellishments and just end up adding a few puffy hearts. And that's it, you guys. It's really easy to create a layout using these large photos. Like I said, you don't have to think too hard. You don't have to use a lot of embellishments and layers and things like that. So in the end, just stamping out a title makes your spread perfect and complete. So I recommend it. I love it. And you can see I still have 11 minutes left and I'm almost done with my first spread. Now, if you're new to my 15-minute challenge, I definitely recommend you watch the older videos that I've shared here on my YouTube channel. I'm really loving this challenge. I hope you guys have been loving it as well. It's really challenging me, and I'm a fast scrapbooker, so I hope it's giving you a nice little challenge for you to create faster and just, document those photos. I'm done with my stamping. I put everything away. I think a lot of the time I waste my time with my 15-minute challenge putting things away. That's just who I am. I'm that type of crafter that has to clean off her desk. But I'm just going to go ahead and add a few yellow and orange puffy hearts right above my title and call it done. And then we're going to move on to our next layout where I will be documenting the lovely Heidi swap. And by the way, I wanted to ask you guys if I should keep these videos as is in like real time, or should I speed it up where you can still see the timer, but it's a little bit sped up? Let me know. Maybe I should do a poll for it, or let's just see, maybe in the comments you can let me know if you like it as is and I'll just keep it as is, or if you would like me to speed it up. I don't know. I'm just used to fast videos and I just wanted to make sure you guys are good with it. Anyways, I totally forgot. I did go through my labels and phrase stickers, and I love this one from Studio Calico. It's kind of perforated. Well, it is perforated sentiments and phrases. So I'm going to end up using Chase the Moon, Ride the Stars. I'm just going to stick it down right on my photo. I think it matched, or it worked well with my spread and what I'm documenting. So once I stick down my phrase, I'm gonna move on to my next spread. And you can see I still have like 9 minutes left, so I'm still good to create a second layout in my 15-minute challenge. Let's see if I can get 3 down or even more. But I want to document the photo of myself with the beautiful Heidi Swap. And I decided to use this beautiful pink pattern paper because it matched really well with her jacket or her sweater. Now, I thought at one point I would lift up the page and trim around that banner at the top and kind of slide my photo underneath. But then I thought better of it because I knew I didn't have enough time and I really wanted to document more than one spread. So I'm just going to leave it as is. I'm going to end up just sticking down my photo on the right side. I did also journal on some vellum. I love journaling on vellum. It's just so pretty, and it also helps mute down your pattern. And you can see that pattern is very bold and in your face. I love it, but I felt like I needed to mute it down a little bit, so I just use some vellum to do that. Now, I get my vellum from Studio Calico. I've never tried anywhere else. If you have any great suggestions, let me know. But I just feel like their vellum is really thick and sturdy, and I love it. And I can always put it through my typewriter, and it's not going to tear my vellum piece. I am going to end up using this gorgeous stamp set from the Ton Stamp. I forgot the name of the stamp set, but I always link everything I used in my videos down in the description box for you guys. I'm going to end up stamping Craft Queen because Heidi Swap is the Craft Queen, you guys. She's amazing inside and out. I think she's just so creative. The things she comes up with, the things she creates, I just love it. So I'm just going to use my archival ink. Like I said, I love my archival ink, especially when I want to stamp on vellum, acetate, things like that. This ink is perfect. So I'm just going to stamp Craft Queen with my archival ink, and then I'm going to stick down my vellum piece. Now, to stick down my vellum piece, I don't mind using my tape runner. I know you can see it through the vellum, but it's not a big deal for me. At one point, actually, you'll see me kind of flip over to see if I can use a stapler because I'd rather use my stapler to staple it down. But I see that I can't because I have a layout right behind it and not just paper that I stuck down. But once I stick down my vellum piece, I feel like it's gonna move or shift because I don't add a lot of tape. And I just decide to go for it. You'll actually see me kind of flip back and forth, trying to convince myself, don't staple it. And then I'm like, it's not a big deal. I'll just staple it. What's the big deal? I end up stapling it, you guys. I'm gonna grab my stapler and I'm gonna staple the top and bottom. And you know what? I don't think it looks bad, honestly. I know you can see the staples on the spread behind this one, but it's not going to bother me. I don't care. I'm good with it. I could always, cover it up with more flowers. But anyways, I am going to go through my embellishments, and I just want to add a little something to the top of my spread, like right above Craft Queen. So I'm going to go through my chipboards. I just felt like it would add some texture, and I'm going to go through them. I know I want something yellow. It would look really cool with, like, against the pink and red, and there's a little bit of yellow in our photo. So I'm going to end up using one of these large chipboards from Studio Calico. It says Simply Amazing. That's perfect. So I'm going to end up using that one. I'm also going to go through my puffy hearts and add a little red puffy heart right above Simply Amazing, just to bring in the yellow, the reds, all that good stuff. I really love how this one turned out. It was so simple, easy. I think it took me like 4 minutes, if I'm not mistaken, to create this spread, and I love it. It's one of my favorites. But I'm looking at the timer and I still have 4 minutes left, so I decide I'm going to be documenting another photo. So I'm going to end up creating 3 layouts, you guys, in my 15-minute challenge. If I can do it, you can do it. So let's move on to our third spread. I'm going to be documenting my husband's photo. Like I said, we share the same birthday month, and I wanted to document his birthday and his photo. So I will end up using this beautiful heart pattern. I just thought it kind of represented how I feel about him, because each heart had like sweet, love ya, crazy for you, things like that, XOXO. So it just worked out perfectly. I'm going to use the Kelly Perky stamp set, the happy birthday or happy wishes or something like that, stamp set from Kelly Perky. And I'm going to end up stamping one of these little circle stamps. I really like it. I thought it worked really well, like on the side of my photo. And at some point, I end up going through my label stickers and decide to stamp it on a label to bring in something different to my spread because of all those hearts. You can see me here, change my mind. I go for a label, and I'm going to end up using one of my Kelly Perky labels, a circle one with, I think it was like a baby blue. And I'm going to stamp my stamp right on my label and add that to my photo. I always recommend when you're stamping to stamp on labels, stamp on stickers, stamp on just white cardstock. It really makes a big difference than just stamping on your paper or your photo. I love how this looks. It's going to add a lot of color and texture to my spread, especially that this layout is going to end up very, very simple. I only have like 2 minutes left, so I can't go all out. That's okay with me. I don't mind that. I'm just going to be sticking this down, sticking my photo down, and then I'm going to add my journaling to this layout. Now, I've mentioned this before where I've said that these larger photos are perfect to cover up any boo-boos you've had. Let's say you stapled like I did. I have a bunch of staples. I had actually stapled some acetate hearts on the opposite side of the spread. So I wanted to cover it up, and these photos, these larger photos, are perfect for that. Now, I went ahead and journaled. I trimmed down my journaling into strips because I thought I would add the journaling in between my hearts on this beautiful pattern. And to save myself some time, I went ahead and trimmed it out and everything. But I did want to stamp. I had one stamp in mind that I thought I wanted to use and stamp on my spread, but I end up with no time to stamp. And that's okay. I will end up stamping it after the timer goes off, and I'm still calling it a 15-minute challenge. But because I was using this large tape runner, I was out of all my smaller ones. So I ended up using this large one, and it just got all over the place. It got on my fingers. It got on the edges of my stripped journaling, or my striped journaling, or my strips of journaling. That's what I'm trying to say. And it was aggravating me, and it was taking up too much time, you guys. I was definitely not using any liquid glue because I hate using liquid glue on my strips of journaling. It just gets everywhere. It's worse than this tape runner. I'm almost done. I do end up adding all my journaling, which is cool, right before the timer goes off, but I don't end up stamping, and I'll do it after the timer goes off. But anyways, we are down to the wire. 3, 2, 1, and it's done. Okay, you guys. So I didn't finish my last one, but I was almost there. I was hoping to stamp the stamp up here, which I could still do, but that's still an accomplishment. I got, let's see, I don't want to use my archival. I still was able to document 3 photos. Let's just stamp this one. Anyways, I don't think I was going to be adding anything else because this is really busy pattern with all those hearts. So it worked out pretty well. I just had to stamp that out and finish my 3rd spread. I mean, I was hoping also to stamp out amazing or you're a big deal, But anyways, I'm good with that. I'm happy I didn't stamp that out because, like I said, it's really busy. But I was able to get 3 spreads done in 15 minutes. This is what I love about the large 4x8 photos. You can really get your spread done quickly because all you have to do is probably stamp out a title or just add some journaling and you're done. I really love how this one turned out. Really cute. I'm loving using vellum on my spreads, especially if the colors are too dark or too busy. I like using the vellum and you have some space to journal. And this one was really simple. All I did was used my birthday wishes stamps from Kelly Perky and then stamped out to me. So it's going to say happy birthday to me. I don't need to journal. I've documented my feelings and things like that about my birthday and turning 42 this year. So I don't feel like I have to always journal. So that one turned out perfect, really cute, very quick. Really, I am so excited that I was able to document these photos. I've just been so busy that I haven't been able to document a lot of my Creativations photos. So I'm happy that I was able to document 2 of those. And maybe I'll do this again. I still have a lot of 4x8 photos from Creativations. So that would be cool to try to document a lot of photos in my traveler's notebook in my 15-minute challenge. So let me know if you guys like that, or do you feel like I was rushing it? I don't know. I felt like I was rushing, but at the same time I wasn't because I had my journaling done. Look at my hands, they're so dirty from the ink. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. And if you did, please give me a thumbs up. And if you are new to my channel, please consider subscribing. And I hope to see you guys very soon. Bye.